You've turned on to Rykerroad.
So tonight, more NF drifting. We do have a lyric video tonight, so
Yeah.
this is going to be an interesting one. This seems like to be a lot of people's favorites that we've been seeing lately. So yeah.
Yes. I also saw a couple comments of some people saying like, not my favorite one. So like,
okay.
So I think
it's kind of got a 50-50.
Yeah. So I mean, at least from the comments that we've seen, maybe that's not the
I'll love it. You'll hate it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but no, yeah, we're finishing up Clouds like we've been doing. So for anybody that's new here, first of all, thank you for being here. But also, we have Drifting and then Trust that we're going to be doing, which more than likely we'll be doing Trust next week. I mean, I think that's given. Like we're gonna finish this strong. So, but
this will probably be done within the next week.
Yeah. As far as the rest of the NF songs that we didn't do from the journey,
we are still going to go through them,
guys. We love NF. We want to make it happen.
We got to, guys. We have to.
But I want to be able to listen to Clouds top to bottom because we can't listen to the ones that we're going to react to. So I'm excited that this one is next, and I just cannot wait to see what's happening here.
Yeah. Well, why don't we just go ahead and do the intro, and we can finally figure out what this is all about.
All right, man.
All right. Welcome back, you music junkies. I'm Eric. I'm the hip hop head.
I'm Kyle. I'm the metalhead.
And we're brothers that react to shit. So let's do that. Tonight we have NF Drifting. We do have a lyric video. So let's get into this. Yes. We're super pumped. I know you guys are.
I need it. Oh.
Okay. What the hell? What the hell is that?
Okay, I've gotten used to the type of sound that his beats have, even for like story time, where like, the material he was pushing out was very consistent with his tone and everything. Like it still kind of had that cinematic kind of feel to it.
Right.
I have a feeling this is going to go cinematic,
it's just building.
It's, like score of a movie kind of sound, but this is an interesting start.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I guess let's figure it out.
Yeah, let's go. We'll just give ourselves a good lead in. And
yeah, he's always doing something new and different.
Drifting, watching the world go round. World go, listening to unfamiliar feelings and unknown sounds.
Okay.
Unknown sounds, slipping through my fingertips. Hey, lingering. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Okay.
Fatality.
Okay.
No, that was not loud enough. Fatality. Okay, dude, he wwent full harmonies and everything on that. Like it was big and in your face. Like,
and I think the A is the part that we were like, there's a lot going on right now, but it's really interesting and I'm here for it. Like it's a lot, but I'm still engaged. So let's go back a minute.
I'll happily hear that again. So yeah.
All right. So
unknown sounds, slipping through my fingertips. Hey, lingering. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, where'd I put the pen? Make a list of all my failed attempts, running out of space again. Highlight all the things I wish I never said. Stop! If feeling makes you stronger, I'm the weakest. That would mean that I would have to say.
If feelings make you stronger, I'm the weakest. Oh, you caught that too.
Oh my God! It's the proof is in the pudding. The pudding. The
there it
is in the pudding. What did Rhett say to Link when he's like, "Put your hand in the pudding"? It's like, dude,
all right,
this is so good. Okay.
Wish I never said. Stop. If feeling makes you stronger, I'm the weakest. That would mean that I would have to separate from my beliefs. It's not a secret. I'm a puzzle, got a lot of missing pieces underneath this strong persona I put on's a kid that's screaming. Aren't these words so deceiving? They look different, don't they? Well, at least that's how they seem to me. Cause we just drifting till we see something that we define as peaceful. Grab the needle, shoot reminders in my veins, and peace believe you while I'm drifting.
Bro, I don't understand.
This is cool. This is just good, man. Like, wow. I love when we do get a little window into when an artist is talking about like when they write, and the idea that in this particular case, like this isn't him writing a song, but it's like this is still his personal time.
Yeah.
Like, he's writing all of his misdeeds or all of his wrongs that he's done, and like I'm running out of room. Like I've got too many. Like I can't even make a list to put on one piece of paper. I would need multiple. Like, wow.
I have never heard anything like this. No matter we always know that he's going to have a great message, but the sound, I've never heard something like this before. This is way different, and I'm so sucked in, but I'm also sucked into the lyrics as well.
Yes.
This is. Let's just hit play.
Let's just do it. Yeah.
They look different, don't they? Well, at least that's how they seem to me. Cause we just drifting till we see something that we define as peaceful. Grab the needle, shoot reminders in my veins, and people
Shoot
leave you while I'm
reminders in my
drifting.
veins.
Watching the world go round.
Like this has got a almost like lo-fi kind of like chill kind of feel to it.
It does. It's got
unfamiliar feelings.
kind of picks you up though in a minute.
Yeah.
Unknown sounds. Lots of gossip. I've been watching you. How you're talking to yourself is rude.
Ooh.
Drifting, I'm in the same boat as you. Sinking, dreaming, screaming for some truth.
Dude, I gotta hear that again.
I've been watching you. How you're talking to yourself is rude. Drifting, I'm in the same boat as you. Sinking, dreaming, screaming for some truth. And my escalators broke, I'll take the stairs, I guess. Climbing till
My escalator's broke. I'll take the stairs, I guess. What was that joke where it's like the escalator's out of order, temporarily stairs. Sorry for the convenience.
Yeah, it's wow.
Mitch Hedberg.
Dude, I love Mitch Hedberg. Dude, the line that stuck out to me was how you're talking to yourself is rude. I remember that there was a very wise woman that I talked to a while ago. She was actually the wife of a very good friend of mine. And we were talking about like, our physical image and like, just the idea that, like when you put yourself down, and she said something that was so profound. And because I was like, wow, like I didn't expect that to come out of her. She was kind of quiet. And she said, I've told my husband to stop that because she's like, you're talking about my husband. Nobody talks about my husband that way. She's like, I don't like how you're talking about yourself.
Right.
And it's like, it's just, man, like being able to like just have that, outside perspective. I mean, I know there's so much more here, but
right.
It's just, man, like the stuff
It's
that
the
he
same
gets
concept.
into, like
Yeah.
it's just, he never finds a well that's empty in the hardship of mental health. Like he constantly has something new that you're like, yup. Know exactly what that's
and
like.
it's kind of like I've talked about like Tom McDonald before. Like, isn't it sad that he's not running out of stuff to talk about?
Yeah, and it's that cool thing where you're like, thank God, but you're like, oh God.
But like yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just, man.
All right, let's get back into this.
This is so good.
All right,
Yeah,
are you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
for some truth. And my escalators broke, I'll take the stairs, I guess. Climbing till I'm out of breath, questioning my every step. Whoa! My train of thought is leading me to different tracks. Positive that where I'm at is not where I should stay, and that's why. Told you look into the mirror and say I love you. Convince yourself that no one in the world would ever want to. Passing by the people that have been there to support you from the get-go. Disrespectful, drive you mental, might get stressful when I'm drifting. I see you in the distance, asking me why I'm so distant. I'm convicted, I'm convinced that I predicted all my wishes won't be heard, cause I'm committed to the light, and feeling safe is unrealistic when I'm drifting.
Fatality.
From the get-go, disrespectful, drive you mental, might get stressful when I'm drifting. I see you in the distance, asking me why I'm so distant. I'm convicted, I'm convinced that I predicted all my wishes won't be heard, cause I'm committed to the light, and feeling safe is unrealistic when I'm drifting.
Okay. I really love the word that he used here. I'm not going to go on a whole biblical thing, but it's very simple just on the meaning of this word. Asking me why I'm so distant, I'm convicted.
Yeah.
Conviction is not guilt. Guilt is something that, in this case, like the enemy would use against you to basically just put you in a place where you're like, nah, man, like, you're terrible. You're this, you're that. When you're convicted about something, you're wrestling with it. You understand that there's something wrong, and you're like, I want to do better. I want to do something about this.
Right.
Like that stuck out to me the most. And the fact that he's just like, I'm convicted about this, the fact that I am distant, assuming that if we're following this, sentence here, he's convicted about being distant, and he's also convinced that he's predicted that nothing will ever get better.
Right.
It's just this idea he's in this constant cycle. At least that's what that seems for me, but
That's kind of where I was thinking as well.
Just, man, there's something powerful about that word when somebody like him that, his economy of words is just so huge. And when he uses something like that, where I'm like, is this a bit of his faith popping through, or is this just his wisdom coming through? Like,
I think it's
whatever,
both.
but
I think it's both.
Yeah, but anyway, so that was
All right.
yeah.
That was good. That was good.
My wishes won't be heard cause I'm committed to the light and feeling safe is unrealistic when I'm drifting. Watching the world go round.
I like that he's doing his lower register in this
World
too.
go, yeah. Listening.
He does a very good job at doing a lot of different sounds like that in his songs. I
Yes,
love it.
yeah. Lots of range, lots of different things. Yeah.
Unknown sounds, unknown sounds.
Okay, I like this.
Ignorance of my ignorance. Tell me I'm worth it, God. Give me the faith to rise and help me to survive to take us to forward.
Fatality.
Oh! I didn't know we were gonna go on a roller coaster. Oh man, I was ready to vibe. I was ready just like to sit back and be like, yeah, man, cut into my heart. What the hell? Like, it's just like, dude, this is, oh God, this is so good.
What I am going to say one thing. I'm a little upset that the lyrics were there for so long before it came on.
Yeah,
but
they're accurate. It's from what it seems, but yeah, it's just, wow.
dude, let's.
Ignorance of my ignorance. Tell me I'm worth it, God. Give me the faith to rise and help me to survive to take us to forward. Immerse the mind, belligerence amplified. The feelings and words collide, intensified by living a life deprived. I'd rather be burned alive than go back to thinking I'm insignificant. Every impotent moment debating can trigger it. God is my witness definitive. Holding my head up, there isn't an innocent bone in my body, but that's what gives me the energy locked to renovate. Have to innovate, past intimidate. Can't remain afraid.
That happened?
Words collide, intensified by living a life deprived. I'd rather be burned alive than go back to thinking I'm insignificant. Every impotent moment debating can trigger it. God is my witness definitive. Holding my head up, there isn't an innocent bone in my body, but that's what gives me the energy locked to renovate. Have to innovate, past intimidate. Can't remain afraid.
Can he do that? Like,
I don't know.
Like, can you do that?
I don't think he like just was like, you know what? I'm done murdering this beat. Over. I don't think I've ever heard anything like that on a song.
I could see that. I mean, if there is some truth to this song being divisive, in some form, I could see why. Because it is very different. This kind of has a layers kind of feel where it's like,
does.
Where like you have like, the first 75% of that song, or I don't know, maybe a little less or more or whatever, but a majority of the beginning of that song is one way, and then we completely changed it up.
Yeah.
This was almost kind of like having a very chill, again, like I'm not trying to simplify it, but just for sake of review, reaction, first time seeing it purposes, is that it's like this lo-fi, intense, like kind of like, awesome beat that he is just, spitting truth over. And then he just brings in Dax vibes at the very end of it, and then bails. And it's like, peace. And it's just, and done. Like it's just that I'm not knocking it. It's just like what?
This
what is this?
Yeah, this was
this is
something
crazy.
that he probably had in his head for a while, man.
Well, if he's been sitting on the stuff.
Yeah, I think what this was is that I think what gives it a lot of like diversity for people that like it and don't like it is the sound. I think the sound probably got to a lot of people the way like the beat and everything was. The lyrical content was always going to be there.
Yeah.
Sometimes like just like me, where like if a beat doesn't grab you, the song doesn't grab you. I get that, but I'm a little biased anymore that pretty much every NF beat that I hear is fire, so it doesn't matter.
His producer, his director, like they don't know how to miss.
But this kind of proves it for me, where it was like that was like almost obnoxious at first, and I was like, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah.
And then it started to make sense.
Yeah.
And so there was a moment where I was like, got it, figured it out. This is what he had a vision, like, of course he did. So
yeah,
that being said, all around great for me. It is definitely one that I will listen to again. I don't know that this is like just a club banger for me, but this is something that it's got a little bit more of a self-reflection on it as far as like his content goes.
Yeah.
He does that a lot. But this does fall into that kind of category for me.
This one is kind of like, I don't know, like I've had a couple of times, like, from doing the journey and like, listening to the bangers that I just love over and over again. Funnily enough, I had actually forgotten about Outkast, like just because, because I was so deep into like intro 3 and like, into Real and into, and then finally when we got to like Clouds, like I've just been listening pretty much to nothing but Clouds.
I literally have to go back and listen to all the stuff.
Yeah. Which again, we're only listening to the songs that we have heard. So
right.
It's like,
yeah. No, we're not.
I've actually made like playlists and stuff on my Spotify that I know are safe that I can jump on and listen to stuff. Cause it's nice because now like we have enough of like a repertoire, of songs that we can go through and listen to. This one is probably one that I'm probably going to shelve it for a while. I need to walk away from it. I need to come back to it.
I immediately go back to them to see like how it fits for me.
I do that with some, and then I don't do that with others. Like for instance, I Just Want to Know, that was a beat and an entire song that like just entranced me, and I was like, I need to listen to this again. When a song kind of, this is going to sound terrible, but I think you'll know what I mean, because I think that you do find some of the best music when you do work for it, is that this song kind of feels like this is going to be work for me personally. Like, I'm going to need to sit on this one for a minute. I'm going to need to like come back to it.
I get it.
But it does not mean that this is a bad song. This is a beautifully crafted piece of art that I need to observe it for a while. And I need to chew on it.
It is a work of art, man. And I think that not that people don't appreciate it. I think they just kind of took a different ear like I used to. It's just one of those things where like I'm trying to be a little more open-minded, but I think I'm a little biased with NF that he just doesn't have a bad beat. But even at that, I could see the difference in sound that people might not like, or maybe there's no way it was the message. Maybe it was, but there's no way it was the message. It had to be the sound.
Yeah.
But that's what happens with me when I shelve something. It's a beat for me. It's usually how he goes as far as like my playlist.
Right.
So, guys, dude.
Wow.
Dudettes. This was awesome. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody in the room, but this was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think you guys thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you liked what you saw, you know what to do. You hit the like button and subscribe. That way you never miss an upload. And watch us two idiots react to stuff. Comment down below if you want to see anything else. We'll get to it as soon as we can. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Adios.